What's good, everybody? This is Coach Phil. Welcome to season 3 of Deep in the Game, man. And we've got the man from Tucson, the man from Arizona, the man that's had a run and is one of the funniest dudes within the CFL. I'm talking about Stanley Berryhill the third, man. Stanley, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Living, man. Enjoying this little February weather we got going here, man. You back in Arizona or you in Vancouver?
I'm in Arizona right now, so it's nice. It's getting hot, actually. It's been hot the last couple weeks, so
I don't mess with y'all weather, man. Y'all weather is too hot for a dark brother like me, man. This ebony complexion can't hang with that, man.
uh,
But
get used to it. It's good for you.
man, let them tell it. But anyway, devil is a lie. Talk to us, man. How's your off season been going, man? What you been working on, and we'll go from there, man.
Yeah, I mean it's been going well. I locked in December. I finished the season pretty healthy this past season, so I was able to take a couple weeks off and then just jump right back into it. And it's been good. I've been getting faster, been getting bigger, put on some weight. So it's been good. I mean, the goal is to just be as healthy as I can going into the season and maintain that. So that's what I'm striving for right now this off season.
That's good, man. That's good. You guys got some moves going on right now within the Lions right now. You guys coming off of the West Final against my Riders, man. Take us through, before we get into your story, man, take us through. You had 54 receptions, 713 yards, six touchdowns. You averaged 13.2 yards average. What was going through your mind, man, through this early part of the season, man? And we'll dive deeper into it, but tell us a little bit about, man, how you felt through the season, what was going on, and all that stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, with the new offense with Coach Buck and having Nate after a full off season, it was really good. You just obviously you never knew who was going to pop in our games. Like for the first couple games, it was me, and then you just see Hatch and then Katoy. So Justin, just anyone could pop at any time. So you just got to be ready. Nate makes the plays. So when your opportunities come, you just got to make the most of them. And that's kind of how I just took every game and doing my job to the best of my ability to help us win. And we're on a hot streak there for a minute. So I was just riding the wave.
Being a part of that receiving core, man, with Hatch, Justin, Katoy, you had Aiden Eberhart, you had some dogs out there. What was your role, and define that role for people that don't know, that don't understand what your role could be?
Yeah, so I would say I'm the speed guy. I mean, there's a lot more to it. I feel like we all could run the route tree pretty well, and they do a good job at spreading it out. But my job was to take the top off majority of the time, clear it out, get other dudes open at times, or when my name is called, go ahead and open up and try to take a deep shot over top. And we did that a couple of times. So I would say that's my role, but I think it's going to get expanded a little bit more this next season.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we want to see, man. So let's get deep into the game, man. Let's have you tell your story, man. You were born June 9th, 1988, Tucson, Arizona, man. Take us from there, man.
Yeah, so actually, I was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but
Oh,
I grew up in Tucson, so I claim Arizona. But I grew up in Tucson. Diehard Wildcats fan. Did Pop Warner with the Tucson Falcons, which is a pretty known team out here in Tucson. Went to high school, Mountain View for 3 years, and I went to Orange Lutheran in California and played in the Trinity League with all those guys, and it was pretty good out there. And then I ended up walking on to U of A and earned a scholarship my sophomore year, and probably on the worst Arizona team in history that stretch of time, but it was nice to play at home in front of family and look in the crowd and see a bunch of people running around with my shirts on and my numbers on. So it was nice, and I always cherish those memories. So I don't mind
yeah.
losing all those games, but the memories is what I took away from it and all the adversity I faced. So I feel like I've everything that happens in the football world, I feel like I've seen it all in college. So it's like when you go on a losing streak like that, you kind of learn a little bit about yourself and what kind of football player you want to be. So I take the positives away from everything.
See, that's the thing I like, man. You're taking the positives away from everything. I understand. And it's funny you mentioned Arizona, you being going to Arizona and all that, man. You play for Kevin Sumlin.
Yeah, yeah, I did.
I've known of Kevin Sumlin for years, man. Obviously, he coached Johnny Manziel, he's coached Mike Evans, and then he's his offense being an air raid type. What was it like playing in that offense, man? Because it's a lot of fun. I've had Jamal Morrow. Shout out to Jamal. He played with a coach at Washington State that was similar with the air raid, like with Mike Leach. What was it like playing in that offense? And where did you feel your game grew at that time?
Yeah, just being open in space. So I would say that's where I took away from that. We had Khalil Tate at quarterback who could
Nasty.
run. Yeah, he's making something happen out of nothing 9 times out of 10. So I learned just to get open in space. Like a lot of my big plays, my sophomore, junior year, before my senior year, before I really took off in college, I was kind of just a spot player, go in, third down, all that kind of stuff. But I made my living off of getting open in space on scramble drills, and that's where a lot of my big catches came from early on in my career. So that's why I think I took away from that offense and just being able to play in space and having a feel for what's around me and what's in the area. So I think that's what I took away from that offense. It's super explosive. Uh, yeah, that offense is crazy. Coach Mazzoni's a great coach, and we did some things. I feel like we could have won a lot more games, but we just couldn't pull through at the end of the game.
Playing at that time when the Pac-12 was still the Pac-12, even though it's kind of scrambled up now with everybody moving around. You
Yeah.
actually being first team all Pac-12, and funny thing is, I did my little research on you with high school, man. First team all district, first player in school history to score four different ways in the game, and you also had an offer. Yeah, see, I did my work on you.
Yeah.
I come with the facts, man. And
There
baseball
you go.
offers of University of Southern Texas and University of San Diego 60 catches for 1K. Brother, how you score four different ways, man? Tell us about that.
Man, we're playing Denver Mullen in Colorado. A lot of people say it's like the second team under Valor Christian, but there were some big corn-fed dudes coming in, and we had like they came in. It was like a whole thing. They came in like a week early. They did chapel with us. They did everything with us. We had meals with them, meetings with them. So we was with them all week. So like when it came time for the game, like we kind of knew a good amount about majority of the guys we were playing against. But it was crazy. I scored on a receiving touchdown. It was a little slant go, I think. And then I threw a touchdown. It was a double pass. And then I had a punt return for a touchdown and a kick return for a touchdown. And yeah, it was our homecoming. It was a packed game. We ended up beating them pretty good. So yeah, it was crazy. I was in US today the next morning. It was wild.
I bet you was tired as hell after that game right there, man.
Man, we was turning up. I wasn't tired. Nah, I'm playing. We wasn't turning up. I didn't do nothing crazy like that. But no, it was a good night. It was fun.
I like that. I like that, man. So going from Arizona, man, you were undrafted. You had a pit stop at Atlanta, pit stop at the homestead with Arizona, then Detroit. You played for the Roughnecks, and then you ended up in BC. Take us through that journey, man, and take us. What was it like going undrafted, and then how'd you get from Atlanta to Arizona, to Detroit, to Houston, to BC?
Yeah, so it's crazy. So I got cut from Atlanta. I made it through the whole preseason. Didn't make the final cuts, and then I didn't have a job for 2 3 weeks. I was just at home working out, just waiting for a call. And I actually signed with BC in 22,
Mm,
but something happened with the roster. They couldn't cut a dude or something like that. So while that happened is when I ended up signing with Arizona's practice squad. So like it obviously worked out a little bit for me. So I was in Arizona and I was there for a month. D Hop was coming back. Arizona's going on a span of like every week signing a new kicker
mm.
because they got dudes are missing field goals left and right.
I remember.
So I so I'm like I'm knowing like my chances here are very limited. Like it wasn't a very good fit for me, I don't think. It was nice because it was in the hometown. I was down the street from my mom, my sister, and everything, but I don't think it was that great of a fit. And then so D Hop came back. They call me in the office. They're like, "We're gonna release you. We got to sign a kicker. We'll sign you back tomorrow if you clear waivers." I'm like,
Hmm.
but I'm not holding my breath. I heard the same thing from the Falcons. They told me they were gonna call me back, and I never got a call back from them. So I was like, I'm not holding my breath. I'm just gonna take it how it comes, roll with the punches. So I just had moved into my apartment too in Phoenix. So I'm like, dang, I just signed a lease. I just did all this stuff and I just got cut. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So like I'm packing, I'm literally unpacking my suitcase just to move my stuff in. And I get a call from my agent and he's like, can you get on a flight tonight to try out for Detroit in the morning? And I'm like, yeah, I ain't got no other option. I'm not waiting around for nobody. So I'm like, yeah. So I jump on a red eye flight and I try it on a Wednesday. So normally tryouts happen on Mondays and Tuesdays because those are like the normally the players' days off. So I tried out on a Wednesday morning. I flew in, got in there at like 5:30. They picked me and a couple other guys up from the airport when we get to Detroit. And I packed every time I went somewhere. I have the same big suitcase that I got it upstairs. I'm packing like I'm staying. So like everywhere I tried out, I packed like I'm not going home. So I have this huge suitcase I'm lugging, paying extra fees because it's overweight. So I'm doing all that. And it's 5 a.m. We get there. We're going to the physical to give us something to eat. And I tried out at like 7:30. Uh, just ran routes, caught a couple punts, and then they signed me and they take me through the tour of the facility and all that. I get fitted with the equipment room. And I finished that probably like 10:30, and they're in meetings right now. So they just throw me into meetings, give me like a notebook and throw me in a meeting. And I'm thinking, all right, I just got here. I'm on like 2 hours of sleep. They're not gonna make me practice today. Like they're just gonna probably get me set up. They're like, nah, you gotta practice. So they had me on scout team, and they were coming off a bye week. It was a bye week, so they were going live. So first play, they put me in at running back. And like you got to go block Aiden Hutchinson. I'm like, what? So full speed, I go. Obviously, I try to block him. He just throws me out the way. And I'm not knowing it's live for real. Like they're not giving me no information. I'm just thrown into the fire. And then so I do that, and then they put me on scout team defense. This is all on the same
Mm.
day. This is all Wednesday. Scout team defense, and I'm at safety, and I pick off Jared Goff, and then that next day, like Dan Campbell said something about it in the meeting. It's like picked off Jared Goff, like asshole of the week, and then 2 weeks later, I'm playing in a game. Coach Phipp, the special teams coach, got me out there, and he was like, "You're the fastest guy not playing. Um, we're gonna need you on special teams." So I ended up playing on all four special teams for 4 games. Got a credited season that year, and that's really all I got to do in the NFL. But it was a good experience. I mean, it was crazy. Like just not knowing where I was gonna be from the Falcons to signing with BC to Cardinals to overnighting with the Lions, and but it was great. Like it was a great experience. I learned a lot being on practice squad. I got way better. Got to perfect some of my craft. So I enjoyed my experience in the NFL for sure.
Like that, man. I like that. So you mentioned about you were so used to them telling you, all right, we'll give you a call, blah blah blah. But for athletes, everybody's not gonna make it. Everybody thinks that all the young kids think that it's so they're all gonna make it, I'm gonna make it. But the reality is there's no guarantee. How do you mentally prepare yourself or just accept like what is your mentals when it comes to that when you get that them saying that to you?
You just got to know. Like I learned it in college. It's a business. Like they might have put me on scholarship, but they're bringing in their freshmen that they're recruiting. Like they didn't recruit me. Like so they're bringing in freshmen, and every year they're trying to throw a freshman in front of me, and obviously my dad always taught me cream rises to the top. So I just would do what I'm supposed to do, and then when the opportunities come, make plays, and that's how I've always looked at it. That's how my dad always taught me. My dad was my coach my whole life, and he wasn't very into the dad ball situation, so he was
Yeah.
like, "You're gonna get the ball 4 or 5 times a game, and what you do with it is what you do with it. But don't expect like to get the ball over and over again." So like that's became the thing. Like I was getting the ball 3 or 4 times, so I got to score 2 to 3 times a game if I can. So like that's how I viewed everything. So then when I did get the little bit more volume in high school, like my senior year, because even my sophomore and junior year, my team we had six guys could go and get the ball at any given time. So we had six playmakers. So we were all only getting the ball 4 to 5 times a game anyway. So like we just always were taught to do with what we had. So that's how I always view things and approach things. And that's how I kind of take things head on, even when going in with teams not knowing if they're going to cut me or if I'm going to be on the team the next day. Just roll with the punches. And when the opportunity comes, make things happen.
Like that, man. That's a great mindset to have, man. Shout out to Pops, man, in the background. I think that was him. Uh, so you had to stop in Houston with the Houston Roughnecks, man. Now, people obviously sometimes they poo-poo when it comes to the Houston Roughnecks and the league down here. What was it like playing for the Roughnecks?
So it's funny that you say that because I never actually played for them. Like I signed with them, and then they didn't make the UFL merger. So once they didn't make the UFL merger, they asked me like, "Do you want to be in a draft pool, and we could you want to be in the UFL draft, or you're just good?" And I'm like, "No, I'm cool." And then that's when I signed with BC in 2024. So I never even really played with the Roughnecks. I signed with them. It's on my bio, but like I never
Right.
had a USFL practice or anything like that. So
And you ain't missed much. Um, you made a great decision going to BC. So you mentioned before you actually signed with BC and then you made a transition. Walk us through, man. What was it like heading to BC? Had you ever been to Canada at all, or was it like an eye-opening experience for you? Take us through that, man.
yeah, no, I've never been to. I've been to actually Canada one time when I was living in Detroit. I drove across the border to Windsor. I think it's right across,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to Lululemon out there. Big Lululemon fan, so if
Hey.
Lululemon sees this, tap in with your boy. No, I'm playing, but no, I just went out there. But that was just like a little hour trip. It wasn't really nothing too crazy. So my first real experience was after I signed. Vernon Adams had a mini camp and he invited me out there. And yeah, it was crazy. Culture shock, whole different demographic, different type of food, different restaurants. Fast food tastes a little different.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, I love BC. I love playing in Vancouver. I love playing in Canada and playing at the different places. It's crazy. It's like everywhere you go, it's different. It's a whole different vibe. So no, I enjoy Canada. It's great.
I love it, man. I love it, man. Every time I go up there, man, it's like you you discover more about it, especially when I go to BC because I'm just up here in Washington. That's three
Yeah.
hours, man. Go up there and it's the food's different. Food's so good. BC
Yeah.
place, the hell of a place to be, and you're in the right place, man. You in the exact right place to be, man.
I like it a lot. I had Edmonton and my homie like VA's like, you don't want to go out there, bro. You might as well just come to BC. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Edmonton did reach out to me though before I came out the second before I signed the second time.
Edmonton's a different ball game out there, man. So
Yeah.
what was the adjustment that you had to make with your game, man? The field being wider. I know there's this whole debate about people not liking the rule changes and all that, but we ain't gonna get into all that. But what was the adjustment for you as a player coming to the CFL?
Just getting used to that waggle motion. Like for me, it's an advantage a lot of the time, but just being able to play with my speeds, change up, throw change ups in there, not just always running full speed, being able to get out of my breaks as quick as I would if I was just stagnant scrimmage. But I think that was the biggest change. But I think the more reps I got, the easier it became, and it's just like I'm playing American ball out there.
I like it, man. I like it. So going into this season, man, 2026, man. What's your goals? What's your expectations for yourself as a player, and also as for the team? What is the goal going for BC?
The goal for BC, we obviously got to make it out the West, got to make it to the Cup. A lot of people feel that way. I feel like from our team the past couple years, like we get so close, but yet so far. So I think that's our team goal. Like everyone's on the same page. You could just see if you look on anyone's Instagram, they're posting their workout videos. Just everybody's grinding a little different this off season from what I've seen in the past with the teammates that are returning, and everybody's mindset's the same. You catch up with some of the guys, and we're a tight knit family. I feel like so. everyone's always catching up. Everybody's interacting with each other, and you could tell that we have a good core. So just building on that, building on what we did last year on the offense, and as a team as a whole. So I think that's our biggest goal as a team. And as for me, my goal is just build on last season. Second year in this offense, so I'll have a good idea, good grip on things. I'll be able to play faster, play free, and just have fun. Build on everything I did last year. I had a good presence last year, so I just want to keep that up and become another option on the team to go to at any point.
Like that you mentioned, you guys have chemistry. And me, I've been around you guys. I've been around the BC Lions a lot over the last few years, man. And one thing I will say about the team and just the organization in general is it's family. It's deep.
Yeah,
Y'all run deep. Y'all are really
for
close.
sure.
It's not just for like the optics. You guys are really close. I've interviewed VA. I've had Dominic Rhymes on. And it's always family.
Yeah,
You guys are very close, and that goes very far for a team down the stretch when I know that man, I know his family, I know what he's about, I trust him, all that stuff. So it's good to hear that you guys still have that chemistry. People coming in and out, and obviously having Coach Pierce. What's it like playing for Coach Pierce, man, coming off of his run in Winnipeg?
man, he's a great coach, great play caller. I trust whatever Coach Buck says to do. So I'm giving it my all, every time I'm out there trying to run a route, trying to do my job for that piece of the offense. Now Coach Buck he's great. He has so much knowledge, and he just knows what he's talking about. So I feel like everybody feels the same way. I mean, the stats showed it last year. We had the most productive offense in CFL history from yards per play or something like that. And he said that like first meeting we had, first offensive meeting, he was like, we're going to be the best to ever do it. And ever since he said that, like it was on our installs every week. And I didn't really notice it for a while. And then one day I just looked on the bottom, and then every week it was the same thing. And then 5 weeks after that, they were talking about we're the most disappointing team. And then 5 weeks later, they're talking about we're the best team that we're the hottest team on fire right now. So, but ever since that slouch of us losing a couple games and being the most disappointed team per what the news be saying, ever since he said that, like that's when everything started to come together. And it's our first year in the offense. Like most teams wouldn't even have that much success. So I think we're just all super excited to be under Coach Buck, and we know big things are coming in BC. So
Don't nobody give a shit about what the news got to say, man. Y'all go out there and
man,
fuck them ball, man. Do your thing,
man,
man.
yeah,
But that's for me, not you. I said
yeah,
it. He ain't say
yeah.
it. So let's end it on fun. Have some fun, man. With a rapid fire. 5 questions, man. You ready?
All right, let's go.
All right. So you've played with some really really great quarterbacks, man. You mentioned Khalil Tate. You've catch from Vernon. You've caught from Nathan. Who throws the best ball and why?
The best ball, Jared Goff for
Oh,
sure.
Jared Goff too. Yeah.
Throws the best ball. He just like lets it out there. It just looks like he's not even trying. And his ball's traveling 60 yards down the field. But yeah, Jared Goff is a good dude. Uh, yeah, Khalil Tate. Khalil Tate. He had a lot of scramble. I remember I caught a ball from him in Hawaii, and he was booting out, and I was running a post, deep post. It was 63 yards. I caught the ball and got tackled probably 2 yards after I caught it. So the ball was in the air for a good 63 yards, and it was just like flying. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the prettiest ball I've ever seen. Caught it, made the play, but he probably throws one of the better balls out of the quarterbacks that I've played with. Khalil and Jared, definitely.
Okay, okay, okay. I like that. I like that. I like that. All right. Second question, man. Where the hell does all this energy come from that you be having, man? Because you be when they post you, it is
Yeah.
hilarious. Where does this energy come from, man?
Oh no. I mean people are telling me that it's been this way my whole life, but I don't think I've been out there like that my whole life. I'm sure like people I've known for a long time, friends, family members, see it more often, but like out in the public, I don't feel like I used to be doing all that. And I think it's just being able to play the game again. Like I got suspended from the league in 2023. Didn't play for that whole year. So then coming in BC and getting comfortable with the guys, being a real, like we said, family. I just got comfortable enough to just really open up and be myself. And in 2024, look, it was a little bit here and there, but last season it just like opened up and then it just became a thing. And I'm just the energy guy. So I have positive energy, so I just got to let it out somewhere. So I might as well be with my guys on the team.
I fuck with it, man. I fuck with it. So number three, has anybody ever told you you look like LeBron James?
Yeah, I get that a lot. I don't think
I knew it.
so.
I knew it.
I don't think so. But I remember one time, me and my homie, we went to Mexico for spring break, and he had like little beady dreads, and I had just cut my hair, and they were calling him little baby and me LeBron James, and I'm like, I don't even look like LeBron
Yes, you
James.
do. The kids, it's the beard, and then when you tilt
Yeah,
your head up, I'm sitting here looking. I'm like, this motherfucker like LeBron James. And the way you
nah,
move your hands and that Birdman shit, like, yeah,
yeah, I've gotten that
you
a
finna
couple of
get traded.
times.
You finna get traded. Clutch check is in the mailbox.
Nah, yeah, I've heard that a couple of times. I don't think so though, but if
Yeah.
multiple people are saying it, I must look something like them. I don't know.
All right. Number four, man. What do you like to do in your spare time, man? What do you like to do? What type of music you like to listen to? Put us on, man.
Oh yeah, so what I really like to do, I like to play video games. I be on 2K.
Hmm.
Any free time I get, I'm about to start streaming, so look out for that
Yes, sir.
this season. But yeah, video games. I like anything active. I like bowling. I like pickleball. I like playing golf. I'm not that good at golf, but I'm getting better. So I've been doing that. And then music wise, I have like a little mix of everything: alternative, hip hop, country, pop, R&B. Got some Hispanic music in there. I got everything in there. So you never know what's gonna play in my car if my favorites playlist is on. It could go from country to a love song to some hip hop to some Detroit rap to Frank Ocean. It goes all over the place. But yeah, hip hop is probably my main what I really listen to. Detroit rappers for sure.
What song got you in a chokehold right now?
What song right now?
Album, mixtape, whatever.
Oh, that's tough. I haven't really listened to no new music yet. I've just been on my favorite playlist, but I just listened to the Don Toliver album, that Secondhand Love song or something like that. It's
Hmm.
new. It's pretty good. I gotta go listen to it a couple more times, but that's for sure some new music that I listened to, the new Don Toliver album. I like that. And then Raw Wave is really my go-to though. Like that's what I listen to all the time. So some Raw Wave songs, you can name them. I probably know 'em.
Okay. Second to last question, man. Who was your toughest matchup? Who's the toughest DB you've gone against, man, in the CFL?
I'd say Lorenzo Burns. We played together at U of A, so he kind of knows me a little bit, but it's always a challenge going against him. I've had so many reps against him, so he knows me. We played a couple years together, so when I got to see him play out here, I was like, oh yeah. But Lorenzo Burns definitely one of the better corners that I've been against.
And last question. When it's all said and done, when you hang up the cleats, can't play no more, man, what do you want people to remember when they mention Stanley Berryhill III?
Ooh, that's a good question. Um, I'd say just he was a positive dude who worked hard and could always put a smile on someone's face. I think making an impact on somebody is more than just scoring touchdowns. So just like if I can make an impact on a young kid's life by throwing on my gloves or giving them some gear, just something like that. They always like, you can get fined for that. We're gonna start fining you guys for giving away your gear. I'm like, man, y'all can get this gear free anyway. So, but no, just making an impact on people, just knowing that I was a positive guy and worked hard. That's what I want people to remember me.
That's it right there, man. Hey, Stanley, thank you so much for joining us, man, for the debut of season three of Deep in the Game, man. Where can they find you, man? I'll give you, tell us your socials and what you got going and all that stuff, man.
And our Instagram is double underscore SB with three eyes, double underscore. Make it simple. Just look up Stanley Berryhill and it'll pop up pretty quick. Twitter, same thing, Stanley Berryhill. And I'm gonna have a Twitch soon, so be on the lookout for that because I'm gonna be streaming. But there we go.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, thank you so much, man, for hopping on, man. I appreciate you. Best of luck this season, man. And we'll be in touch, man.
I appreciate you. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That'll be the end of Deep in the Game, man. We might be deep in this game, but you got the rules missing. So next time, y'all. Peace.